Ask you a question.
Yes.
You're a good person to ask this question too. Which has been harder, coming out as gay or coming out as conservative?
Coming out as conservative has been harder, Candace. And I'll tell you why. When I came out as gay, the mom stuff notwithstanding, because, you know, we worked through that. I didn't lose friends when I came out as gay. I didn't have people that were coworkers telling me like all that stuff. I have lost acquaintances and so many friends that I thought were decent friends because I came out as conservative. I've had people tell me that I have a mental illness. I have people tell me that this is like I'm being used as a tool for white supremacy. I hate myself. I hate gay people. I'm transphobic. I'm alt-right. I'm a white supremacist. I'm a Nazi. I'm all of these crazy things. And it has not been easy. Like, it's been really difficult. And when you come out as gay, people are like, congratulations, you know, nowadays,
we love you.
We love you for
Right.
being your authentic self. But now that I'm out as conservative, it's like, oh, you're just doing this for attention, or you're just doing this for money, you're doing this, whatever. Like, do you really want to get the kind of attention that I get? Because 90% of that attention is not positive.
That's what I say to people.
You know?
And I've made, actually, my very first YouTube video was coming out as conservative.
Yeah.
And it was sort of a satirical stab. And I was basically saying that coming out as a black conservative today is a bit like coming out as gay in the 80s, where the whole society turns against you. So it's laughable to me when people challenge us and they say, you're doing this for money, you're doing this for glory, you're doing this for fame. I'm like, do you know what we have to go through on a daily basis? The easy thing would be for me to act like Angela Rye, to go up on CNN and cry and say Trump's America is racist, and you know, and to be Jussie Smollett. I mean, it's so much easier to pretend to be a victim.
And
then you'll get instant coverage. People will love you. They'll celebrate you to do what we're doing.
Yeah, it's hard. And going what I'm going through right now, which I told you I was going to be a part of a panel of LGBT conservatives. Just talking about how we came to be LGBT conservatives. We're going to do it at the LGBT Center of New York City. And now there was an uproar, a whole uproar on the internet. People, I think this actress from Grey's Anatomy tweeted about it, and people were complaining. They were like, well, you can't be at the center as an LGBT conservative because this is our safe space. But you're telling me that as a black gay man, just because I'm a conservative, that I'm some threat to other LGBT people when I speak my mind at the LGBT Center?
Right.
Which is crazy to me.
That's supposed to be a safe haven for all lesbians, all gays, all trans people.
Yes.
But you have an ideological difference.
Yes.
And what is that ideological difference?
Yes.
That you can be a victor.
Yes.
Right? That you don't have to be a victim all the
Yes.
time. That you can be in control of your own destiny, and instantly now you're discriminated against.
Now I'm discriminating. And that is what I'm trying to tell the younger LGBT generation so much, is that don't suck down the victimhood that these people are trying to give you, because they only want to control you. They only want to feed you misinformation so that you can continue to vote Democrat. And right now, like, some of our legacy media, like some of our Out Magazine and The Advocate and all of these places, these are not outlets for our community. They are media arms of the Democratic Party. I've seen how they twist and smear and misreport. Out Magazine did a piece on this event about this controversy, did not contact me for a single quote. It was completely one-sided.
The media is owned by the left.
Yeah, it's owned by the left.
It's fake news.
And so I see that, and I'm telling, and I saw how they jumped on Jussie Smollett and how they completely misreported that story from the beginning.
Because they wanted it to be true, because it fit
wanted
into
it
their
so
narrative.
badly.
It allows
So
them to
badly.
gain power. It allows them to look like they're the good guys.
Yeah.
But I, in the same way that I say that all of these black interest groups like the NAACP and these black leaders like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson don't legitimately care about black people at all, but they've made their money. Like you were saying earlier, they've made their money. So they have to make sure that the victim narrative stays alive. They don't never want to get to a place where blacks and whites are getting along. In fact, they will make sure that we are never in a space in this country where blacks and whites are getting along. Similarly, the people that have made their money off of real issues in the gay community, they never want to make sure that we're seamlessly. I personally do not think living in America as a gay person is a challenge anymore because of the virtue signaling culture. They love it. They want you to be gay. They want you to be lesbian. It makes them feel good about themselves to say, I still love you, honey.
It's crazy. And gays and lesbians right now, particularly gay men, well, and this is one of the reasons why I came out as conservative, because they will tell you that they are so oppressed right now as gay men living in America. This is the best country, one of the best countries, if not the best in the world for a gay man right now. Nobody's throwing gay men off rooftops. Okay, nobody's stoning us to death on the streets, but there are places in the world where that happens.
Right.